Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and I find myself once again in the Fabled Lands. Why? Well, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon I put my boots on to go out for a social function. It's now about 1 o'clock in the morning, 11 hours later, and for some crazy reason the boots are still on my feet. And since these boots are clearly for walking and for wearing, I thought it was time that Mambrino here tread the Fabled Lands beneath his booted feet in search of adventure. And I'm going to send him to Venofax because I'm trying to get him up to the Blessed Springs to see if I was correct about my suspicion for his upgrade quest, because if not, it's hiding here somewhere. He seeks enlightenment, and he's also very risk averse. Venofax is a strange looking village. It looks like a single gigantic building. All the houses are joined together to form a jumbled mass, and none of the houses have doors. The only way in is through holes in the rooftop. Ladders lead up to the roof, which in effect forms a network of streets that the inhabitants travel across to get to certain buildings. "We had to build it that way for defence," says a passing farmer. "You see, the Scorpion men from the south cannot climb, so they can't get inside the town. Neither can the livestock on the farms, which you would probably want to protect from the Scorpion men as well." Wandering around, you clamber down a ladder into a long, low hall, the Venofax market. A sign reads, "Closed on Thursday." Fortunately, it's not Thursday, and a stocky, barrel-chested man with piggy eyes introduces himself as Fours, the master of the market. There is not much for you to buy or sell in this provincial market. Items with no purchase price are not available locally. That's okay. There's not a lot for sale. Ooh. Warrior skills. Combat dodge, maybe later if we had loads of money. For now though, we have a vial of yellow dust which we're trying to take to the village of Blessed Springs. So let us progress up the eastern road. You'll notice Mambrino is avoiding danger. He is on a quest for knowledge and enlightenment. You're on the road between the Blessed Springs and Venofax. Pilgrims, the sick and injured, travel this route to the holy waters of Blessed Springs to find salvation. Nothing bad happens. Let's head on up there. The village of Blessed Springs, nestling at the foot of a tall hill, has grown up around the holy waters, a special spring said to have healing powers. It has been fenced off by the villagers and a priesthood appointed to supervise the supplicants who come to bathe or drink of the spring's waters. There is no market, but an alchemist has set up shop here. That's grand, but we're low on money, so let's go to the holy waters. A wooden stockade encloses the springs. At the gate, 2 militiamen stand on guard, and a priest dressed in blue robes sits behind a desk. 35 shards to enjoy the divine spa, says the priest. Let us absolutely pay that money. You find a wide pool of bubbling electric blue water. It gives off a strong, invigorating scent like crushed pine leaves. Let's use the vial of yellow dust and hope it doesn't get us in trouble. You scatter the powder on the surface of the waters. There is a flash and a cloud of yellow smoke billows up out of the pond. When it clears, you find yourself face to face with a white-bearded, bespectacled old man floating a few feet off the water. He is dressed in long, flowing, ornate robes. He blinks at you for a moment before saying, Thank you. That worthless apprentice of mine. Can you imagine? I told him to throw the dust into the holy waters, but the idiot couldn't even be trusted to do that. The old man's name is Olifard the Wizardly. As a reward, he casts a spell that enhances your skin, and add one to the ability of your choice permanently. Now, we have a big challenge here. We can specialize and go up to 7 magic, because with a magic of 6, there are some magic tests that are still very challenging for us. Or we could say, look, this Sanctity of 1 really needs some help. Okay. Or Charisma, or Thievery, or Combat. Now this is a tough one, because I was thinking, if something really bad happens to Malmbrino, and he suffers a fate worse than death, I might try for a run with the most well-rounded profession. Just look at all of them, see who has the highest low numbers and the best averages. I mean, they're not too different from each other. But I think there's some careers who don't start with a 1 in anything. I'm suspecting it will be the scout, the wayfarer, the ranger type class, or the minstrel, quite possibly, but I'm not sure which. The magic isn't actually used for the combat spells, is it? I mean, I think these are guaranteed hits. I think I'm going to raise that terrible sanctity, so at least everything is at a 2. Now, I may be wrong. This might be one of my only chances to add to magic. But I think I will take that risk. Ah, I see that you have some powers in the arcane arts, says Olifard the Wizardly. There is something I need of you, if you can get it for me. I will teach you how to advance as a mage. It was Vace the Sea Dragon who turned me into powder. He stole my magic chest in which I store all my magical equipment. Without it I am virtually powerless. Meet me in Trefoil when you have it. We shall accept the task. Where is Vace? You ask. Why, in the Lake of the Sea Dragon, of course, he replies. As he leaves, Olifard gives you an amulet of protection, which we will use to protect ourselves from the Sea Dragon. Unfortunately, we'll also need a silver ingot, which will be hard to obtain with only 74 shards, so we're now going to have to go looking for money. We'll bathe in the waters since we paid to get in. It has remarkable restorative effects, but we are reasonably healthy anyway. Let us depart. So from here, where do we want to go? That's a tricky one. I mean, I achieved what I set out to this session fairly early, so our goal now is to explore and survive. Is this definitely our rank up quest? Wait, I didn't return the net? No, I did, it's green. Silly me. Yes, rank if mage, +1 magic if not. Okay. How much is climbing gear? I think we're going to be Batman. So we'll take the Eastern Road back down and live very dangerously. We'll go to Venofax, a wonderful place, and straight back down to Yellowport, where we will explore the city by night in the rough parts of town. This could be bad, we may perish. I hope we don't, because that'd be very disappointing. You set out to explore the city of Yellowport at night, unwholesome though it is with its reeking air and dusty ochre streets. While making your way through the back streets of the poor quarter, you are set upon by knife-wielding thugs who, intent who are intent of relieving you of your purse. This could end badly. But we'll have to see. With magic on our side, what could possibly go wrong? Well, everything, really. Oh, hello. What's the range? What's the range? All adjacent tiles. Range 5, you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hello. I can just do this. Yes, the ice spot. I should get all 3. How was that not adjacent? Well, you two are in trouble now. Yes, feel the cold creeping in. It really wants to go on him, doesn't it? Oh, perfect. Come to me. Come and be killed. Six oh god, we're dead. Alright. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, hello. You. Lightning. Ah! Mambrino is victorious. Somehow. He got lucky there, I'll tell you what. You defeat the thugs without too much hustle. You inspect their bodies and find 15 shards. Well, we obviously need to go to the Gold Dust Tavern and get healed up. There we go. We could do that a few more times, and we probably should. For the money, of course. If I go here. Oh, okay. Look, don't get me wrong. I like you, sort of, a little bit. Not really. Man, these action point costs. There we are. Taste the lightning. He's starting to feel like a powerful sorcerer and one who is earning many coins. Okay, we're back up to 100. What will it cost us for some climbing gear? Oh! And we'd need another 10 as well, right? 10-ish? Oh, but that's a sanctity quest. That would not end well. Ooh. Well, we can't stay here beating up street thugs all the time now, can we? I mean, it's tempting, right? It's very tempting. Let's live dangerously and book passage to the Isle of the Druids, right? Why can I not afford 15 shards? I bought it, didn't I? I did. That's why I can't afford 15 shards. Street thugs! Round 3. Oh yeah. Hey, you're right, but what? Do they have to be in range to count as adjacent? I don't know, but it's interesting. Alright, we can do this. This one's going to be trouble. Oof. That's a very easy way to earn money. I mean, 15 shards would kill us anyway, right? 15 damage would kill us anyway, so we're always going to be making money when we do this. I need 2 more to book passage to the Isle of the Druids. This is so dumb. I should definitely, if I go to the wealthy part of town, maybe I could burgle somewhere. But he's not built for that. Okay, let's pop up here, given that these obstacles are going to make it hard for them. Right, you... No, I'll just go you. That's right. Yeah, I think they might need to be in range. All adjacent tiles. Why are some tiles not considered adjacent? This could be a bug. It's strange. Yeah, you thought you'd avoided the cold. Well, taste the lightning. Oh, that's going to be the title of the episode now, isn't it? Clearly Mambrino feels the power coursing through his body and decides it is time to indeed go to the Isle of the Druids and try and hunt that wereboar. Obviously this is retreading old ground. Now why am I doing this at the Shrine of Lacuna? Hello, dear priestess. Please give me the quest for +1 scouting. It is +1 scouting, right? It is +1 scouting. There's a lot of easy +1 scouting quests early on. Okay, we meet with militiamen, that's fine. And we'll continue going back and forth. Oh, this could be tough. Okay. Okay, ow. We've got a healing potion, right? Let's do it. The one for crossbow will be hello. You didn't count as being adjacent. Why not? It must be they need to be in range or something. I should have defended. Okay. Ooh. Oh. We're going to want healing after this. So we are absolutely going to take their stuff. Because it's what they would have done to me. We'll head back to here and recover some health. Then we're going to go back out looking for that wereboar. We're doing this purely for the stat upgrade. We won't have the charisma to go visit the druids, but an extra scouting bonus will help us in many situations on the mainland. Oh, perfect. Here we go then. And a spear we can... Oh, great. We just... Look, let's just... I mean, the puddle is good. The rocks are good. Yeah, we'll just wait here. Are you in range yet? You're in range. Lovely. Taste for lightning. Okay, we're going... Oh, I can't. Huh. Oh, well. Oh, that's so cruel. Ha! I mean, the auto hits definitely make up for the low combat score, but that low combat score is giving him a very low defense, so he's going to get hit very often. We'll take the tusk and the spear. We can sell the spear. I should have... Okay. No. Taking the reward, +1 scouting before going to the forest is better. We'll go to the forest and try one more time. Just in case, by some miracle, we persuade the tree to let us pass. We did not persuade the tree to let us pass. So now we will recover health. I could have drank the potion for most of that, but I'm not. And what are we doing here? You know what? Yeah. Let's try the Ghoul Quest. If we fail to find the Ghoul, though, that'll be a problem. Alright. Make a magic roll. So we know about the salt and iron filings. I will make the purchase. Then we're going to try and find where the ghoul is hiding. Now, with our additional increased scouting, we only needed to roll a 4, so that was a really easy check to make. Now for the really difficult one. Yeah, she is scared. The ghoul gets us, and we're getting ghoul fever, the disease, the ghoul bite disease. That's really bad. So we're going to use the salt and iron filings to just defeat the ghoul. Return to town, go back to the temple. What do we want as a reward? An amber wand, which will increase our magic by 1 to a 7. That's pretty nice. If we can get a silver ingot and go see the dragon, we can get a much better magic wand. 500 shards, a free resurrection deal. A free resurrection deal would be very nice, especially given that our defense is only a 4. $500 shards would be really good, but we only need it for so long, right? And what's it going to cost us to get that disease cured? It's is it 35 or 75? We'll go to the sacred springs, the blessed springs. Kind of thinking long term here, but I'm just going to take the money like a greedy magician. The Temple of Makkah and Yellowport. Bet that won't be cheap. Well, let's go to Yellowport and see. And we're back in Yellowport. The power of transportation magic. Right. Let's visit the Temple of Makkah and see how much they'll cost. I bet it'll be less if we're an initiate. The Temple of Makkah, the terrible goddess of disease and famine, is a large underground chamber accessible via an ornate entrance in the middle of the Plaza of the Gods, where all the temples stand in Yellowport. That's a really long sentence for someone with asthma. Down below, the halls are bare earth. The ceiling is covered in the roots of growing plants, for Makkah is also the goddess of the harvest, who must be kept happy, or else disease and famine will strike the people, their crops and their livestock, bringing ruin to all. We have a disease. They want to just 75-30 if we're an initiate. Okay, no, we can't. I mean, we can. Or we could be sneaky and say, let's go up to Venofax. Oh. Yeah, let's rest at the inn here, in case we get attacked by mad pilgrims on the road northwards. It's cheaper, but there is danger inherent in the journey, which could add to the cost, so nothing bad happens. That's great. We would like to go visit the Holy Waters. Pay off 35 shards, considerably less than 75, a little bit more than 30, and be cured of our disease. Now, where are we going to find a silver ingot for the dragon? There was a way, but I can't remember it. So, quests. Magic and scouting are our strong points at the moment. I don't rightly know. Okay, if we go up to the cold, bleak mountains, which look as inhospitable and forbidding as their name implies, their frozen flanks climbing high into the icy clouds. No, let's not climb the mountains. We'll go out to the farmlands. You're crossing an area of fertile farmland, where much of the food is grown to feed the army. Little farmsteads dot the landscape, and the ploughed fields have the appearance of a patchwork quilt. Ah, we found a suit of leather armour. Now, we're already wearing leather armour. Okay. Whoa, we are selling stuff when we get into a town. Look, it's easier to carry them this way, okay? That's, yeah. 1 to 6, 2 to 7. So the staff is our best option for magic at the moment, interestingly. Although it's not a very good combat boost compared to the other weapons. And it is very costly in terms of action points. So we'll go back to, we'll go to Karambaru first time for Mambrino. Karambaru is a medium-sized town that acts as a way station between the citadel to the north and the rich towns to the south. It is a garrison town. Many supplies, arms and soldiers move through Karambaru on the north-south trail. Shops, temples, traders and the like have sprung up here to serve the needs of the military. There is also a sizable mining community, for the mines of Saqqara lie in the Bronze Hills just outside town, and a slave market where poor unfortunates sold into slavery are bought for work in the mines. The Karambaru market consists of several covered arcades. Much of its stock is for miners and soldiers, but it is run with business-like efficiency by the Saqqaran military. Can we buy? Probably not. No silver ingots for sale here. Thief skills. Interesting. Well, look, we're going to sell these, right? And this. And this. And maybe this. It would give us a bit more protection. It would be unusual for a magician. I don't know. I mean, get him a bit of protection. I'll hold on to it for now and think about it. For now, though, let's be stupid and say we have lots of money. I do want to go look at the temples and see what would be good for him to dedicate himself to. For now, though, let's mine for some silver. Nope. Can we try? No, we can't try again. Okay. But we can try a fair few times, right? And bad things can happen. Now, how much are we willing to... There was another way to get a silver ingot. And 9. That's hard. That's what? 2 6s, a 5 and a 6, a 6 and a 5, a 6 and a 4, a 4 and a 6. Two 5s. So that's what? 6 in 36. That's like a 1 in 6 chance, basically. I think. Okay. Okay. We'll try once more. The things a wizard has to do to... Oh! Oh! What was the other way of getting a silver ingot? I can't remember. I really can't remember. Wait. Am I being mad here? They weren't available for trade, were they? So on the road, southwards, nothing bad. Okay. We're good here. back to Yellowport. We could buy a ship. Grind up lots of money. But at the moment, we're just trying to get that silver ingot. That precious silver ingot. So we go to Trefoil, the burned out ruins of a city. We'll go this way. There was a way. Was it? It wasn't the priest quest over here, was it? That doesn't make sense. And I imagine fighting many storm elementals would not end well for our fledgling magician. Okay, let's try a few more times. Digging in the quarries and... Oh, thank goodness, a silver nugget. We are saved. So now... we're going to get that health back. And we're going to head down the main road. To the Lake of the Sea Dragon. You're up the stinking river near its source, the Lake of the Sea Dragon. From here the yellow waters rush down to the sea. The smell of the bubbling sulphur-laden water is abominable. It's gotta be worse here at the source than it is when it's diluted and travelled many miles down to Yellowport, right? The shores of the lake are swept by ochre waves and the air smells foul. A sickly pale green seaweed is the only vegetation that can survive in the sulphurous waters of the lake. A small fishing village, Cadmium, has grown up on the shores of the lake. Well, the local village is very small with very limited options to explore. Maybe you could try hiring a boat to go out onto the lake. You can hire a fishing boat for 15 shards a day when it comes with a fishing net. Yes, please. You row out into the lake, spreading the net and wait to see what happens. After an hour or so, a great bubbling and frothing of the lake disturbs your solitude. A massive scaly head the size of your boat erupts out of the ochre-coloured water on the end of a long, sinuous neck. Great luminous green eyes look down at you. The creature is covered in brown scales with a bright red crest running from the head down its thick, ropey neck. I am Vase, the Sea Dragon, it says in a rich, creamy voice tinged with evil greed. To fish in my lake, you have to pay tribute. To wit, 1 silver nugget. Pay now or face my wrath. We will absolutely hand over the silver nugget, trembling in fear at the sight of the mighty dragon. Excellent, says the dragon, catching the nugget in one of its 4 clawed forelimbs. It has 2 forelimbs, each of which has 4 claws, not 4 forelimbs. With that, it rolls over and dives down into the lake. At the last second, its tail whips up out of the water inches from your face. You could reach out and grab it if you wanted to. We absolutely shall. That was our last and only silver nugget. Oh wait, did they just sell them in this town here? Because they're... No, I don't think so. The sea dragon dives deep to the bottom of the lake. You are pulled along at a terrific rate through the murky waters. You think your lungs are about to burst when at last the creature surges upwards, breaking the surface. You find yourself in a cave inside a rocky island somewhere on the surface of the lake. A hole in the roof lets in a shaft of bright sunlight that reflects off the water, casting dappled yellow light all over the walls. Part of the cave is dry ground, heaped with dragons' great treasure hoards, sparkling coins, swords, armour and the like. You notice a rocky ledge lined with a number of bottles full of yellow dust. The dragon pulls itself on top of its hoard. You have a few seconds to try to hide. We do not expect to succeed this test, but if we do, some small miracle has occurred. You remain quiet as a mouse behind a pile of coins. After a long wait, the sea dragon slithers into the water and swims out on some errand, probably to terrorize more fishermen on the lake. You have some time to loot the hoard. You scrabble about for the chest that Olifard the Wizardly wanted you to find for him. You find a rune-covered box which is positively glowing with magic. Let's absolutely take that. And then let's take some more treasure before we leave. You grab some coins in a hurry and gain 100 shards. We can also take up to 3 items. Oh look, there's an ebony wand here which will give us +2 magic. We want that. Now this is where it's going to get tricky. Do we want magic sword and armor? I don't know that we do. We might want these stat booster items instead and try and avoid combat and focus more on skill challenges. +2 sanctity and +2 charisma are lowest. Might be good. 2 to 7. So it still tops out at the same. It would give us higher combat, so a better offense, but we have our spells that have got that pretty much covered. In terms of the armor, ooh. I mean, we could wear the armor and pick up some combat skills, some warrior skills somewhere, and be some kind of warrior wizard. Golden compass, magic lockpicks. Okay, so it's 2 to scouting, thieving, sanctity, and charisma. That's all of them, right? Scouting, thievery, sanctity, charisma. Combat for the sword. We picked a magic item already, so yeah, there was literally one for everything. So what do we want to be better at? Well, let's take this. Perhaps if we play him a nice tune, we can persuade that tree to let us in to see the druids, and then we could get some points of scouting from that Wayfarer quest. Our scouting is pretty high already. We don't need to increase that any further. Sanctity and thievery are our weak points at the moment. Let's... Many times we can use magic instead of sanctity to overcome problems. But if we want to go up here... Okay, yes. After you have taken the third treasure, you hear the sea dragon returning. Quickly you climb up through the hole in the roof onto an island in the middle of the lake. From there, you manage to get a lift on a passing boat and make it safely to Cadmium Village. During the journey, you examine the magic chest, but it is guarded by great sorcery and is impossible to open. Well, let's go back to Cadmium. You do sell silver nuggets for 165. Interesting. And in fact, you won't buy anything I've got. And smolderfish, will you buy smolderfish if I find them? I don't know. But we now have a beautiful silver holy symbol. And we're looking good as long as the test doesn't involve combat or thievery. Let's go back to Olifard the Wizardly and get our reward. I don't want to go to the stinking river because we could get stung by a nasty horrible insect. And we get bashed on the head. Horrible. Let's get that health back. And then go down to Trefoil. We didn't have any blessings anyway. And here we shall visit Olifard the Wizardly, still dwelling in the ruins of this once great city. "My chest!" yells Olifard, joyful as you hand it over, sounding almost rejuvenated and somewhat younger than before. Olifard thanks you and teaches you how to be a better mage. So instead of increasing our magic, we got extra health and extra defense. Olafard can use his sorcery to teleport you instantly to certain places at a cost of 100 shards a journey. To Karambaru or the Isle of the Druids? Well, you know what? Karambaru is fairly near. The Isle of the Druids, we can... What's it going to cost? I don't want to find out. Well, where to next? Where indeed, it feels as though this is a good place to end the episode. Mambrino has achieved the lofty heights of rank 2. I know, it's not very high, but it's better than nothing, okay? And we'll look forward to his adventures in a future episode. But I'm going to say bye-bye for now, and see you all next time. Cheerio, everybody.